Okay. Update. The cough has gotten worse. But, other update. We did buy cough syrup. So I have drank that. That stuff burns going down, let me tell you. That's how you know you got the good stuff. So today, as someone might notice, having seen the VOD, or just watched it right now, I don't know. I was looking at it for about 3 minutes. My Start Soon screen is now fully operational. And I think it's pretty pog. So today, we are going to be working on ideas for my end screen. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be. I do know the theme is that I break out and I'm doing the art stream while I've broken out. And then when I'm not streaming, I get put back in. That's the idea, that's the theme, that's the narrative that I've created in this fantastical world, this setting. So, we got a few avenues for that. And I think we should just go ahead and start thumbnailing them out. Also, I remembered Xenoblade music exists, so we're going to be listening to that today. Because I like it. What is about? So without further ado, there's got to be a way to snap to your selection lines, right? I wish I knew. There's a way to snap to rulers. Can't do any of that. Oh, that's the ruler tool. Get that out. Need the brush. Oh, why is this so low? Just gives ourselves a little box here. No, that's not fine. Alright, we've got our little box. Okay. Which order are these in? Let's start with this. So, we got ideas. I have an idea. Alright, so let's get out of the compositional space and let's brainstorm, so to speak. You got your guards carrying you back. You know, your fantastical guard. You got your suit of armor, etc. And compositionally, you got a few ideas for that. You got the tall lads right here. You got them, and then they're just like, here I am, and I'm just dangling. Because I'm a little goblin. And they're just all, this kind of looks like they're just parents swinging you around in the Walmart parking lot or something. So there's that. But they're very angry. But you can't tell because they're wearing helmets. But if they weren't, you could tell they were muted. Based off body language and such. You got another one, you could... They are booting me back into the cell, so to speak. And I'm just like, whoop. There's that sort of idea. Sort of like an Animaniacs type beat, if you think about it. And then, of course, we can do a little bit like that. No, I think there needs to be a different angle. What if, what if they're out of light? What if they're just like out of frame because of how tall they are? Oh yeah, wait, here's one. They could all be pointing like spears and swords at me and stuff. And I've been caught sneaking around, and I'm like, whoa. And they got me. And then, you know, that's an interesting bit of a trope there, that the weapons coming in from all angles off screen. That's a bit of a thing. So I like that one. What else can we brainstorm? I'm not gonna use this one, but they could be holding me like a newborn child, and here I am. Okay, perfect. I don't even know why I'm sketching this one. This is not gonna be the thing. Okay. We're just gonna... I'm gonna move that one over here. I'm uncomfortable with that one, conceptually, but we do have to acknowledge that we thought of it and depicted it. So there it is. Next idea. The thing about brainstorming is you gotta do all the good ideas, but there's also bad ideas. People say there's no bad ideas in brainstorming. They're wrong. There most certainly are bad ideas in brainstorming. What you gotta do is just, you gotta have the self-awareness to identify those bad ideas and shun them, ostracize them from society, put them over there in the corner, then move on to the other ideas again. So now we've done that. Let's start thinking of more ideas. Alright, so we got carrying, emphasizing my small goblin stature for comedic effect. We got booting into the jail cell to make use of our more of our setting here. And they got the getting caught with all of the weapons drawn upon me. Now my main issue with this one is that it's like, who who's pointing the weapons and why? You know, it's a little unclear. There's just weapons and big... I guess, like, we could do the brick in the background to allude to the fact that I'm still in the prison, but it's like, again, Why are there still, who would be drawing blades up on? I'm not sure if it's clear enough. Conceptually, with the other content that we have, that we've already made for the stream, I don't know. I just don't know. So maybe I think a guard would need to be visible. And in that vein, let's try iterating on this one. I'm a fan of iterating. Ideating, whichever word is right. I use them interchangeably. We'll call this idea A, and this is idea B. Okay. And so, like, what if we just have like a guard poking in from off screen, and he's like holding up the shackles, you know? And there's like a sword coming in out of there, and then I'm still here being like, oh god, you found me. Ooh. Oh. And then there's another guard over here, and he's poking his freaking sharp bits at me as well. That looks too suggestive. Let's not do that. Let's do this. They can have some blades still poking in from off screen, like down here. I think I like this one a little bit more. More, you know, just compositionally, it's a little stronger too, because they're occupying more space than the blades. There's a bit more. What do they even call this? There was a word for this that I learned in school for art. Art terms in school. Let's see if I can figure it out. What the heck is this? Donkey means a seat used for drawing. What the hell? Okay. This is not what I was looking for. Oh, here they are. The vocabulary of art terms. This is what I was looking for. The principles of design and the elements of war. Yes, this is all coming back to now. I believe I was thinking of unity. I think it was unity. Mayhaps. Balance, even? Principles of design. It's not important. Back to the art. Is this you being caught for the end screen? It is indeed. Hello, Stowe. I'm Brian storming right now, so feel free to contribute if you have any, if anything strikes your fancy. I've got a couple concepts in the works right now. There's me being dangled for comedic effect because I'm a little guy. There's me being booted into the jail cell, which would fit nicely into the offline screen. It is me, Brian, storming. There's me being accosted by guards, surrounded by weapons on all sides. You know, like that movie trope where that shot comes in and all the swords just like shing, 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 shing. They start pointing at him. There's that one. There's a refined version of that because I thought this was unclear, like who the heck is pointing at me. So there's a guards in frame here. They're still pointing the bits, but this guy's like holding shackles or like a cuff or whatever, and still pointing the stuff at me. And then there's this one, which I will not talk about. You can watch the VOD for that one. I'm not going to use it. It's just there for me, that one. Also, I should save this. I'm going to save right now. But those are what I got so far. End screen ideas. Save. Okay. And then we'll just put another dot here for whatever hits my neurons next. Okay. So far, I think I'm liking B the most here. Because it tells the story. But like A, whatever this one, I haven't numbered or lettered this one, but this one also isn't bad. This music is so quiet. Xenoblade, could you step it up a little bit, please? Alright, so next idea. I have to be being confronted or in the midst of already having been confronted. And I have to either be, I have to have been noticed or be on my way back. I mean, that cough syrup is not working. It finally got some cough syrup. It worked for like the first couple minutes after I drank it. The best, honestly. It seems weird, like when you drink cough syrup, you expect it to not work for a bit and then kick in later. You know, like most drugs, they need time to absorb into the body, but I felt like it worked its best in like the first 30 seconds after I drank it, because that stuff, it burns. And now it's just like I'm coughing anyway, so it's like, what's the point? I just drank gross liquid for no reason. It's like the coating did more than the medication, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's see. What else could we do? There's like a... I'm just gonna start spitballing, so there's like guards here, or armored lads. Could do like... There's like prison bars in the background, so we can establish the setting. You could get like a warden in here who's like a wizard or something. He's just like... And then I'm over here. I've been caught in a magical orb or whatever. And they could still be pointing stuff, and he could be holding the shackles or whatever. Or I could be seething and maulding over here, looking back at them, these nefarious ne'er-do-wells. Already in my cuffs here. Walking. I'd be walking that way. There's like a ball and chain or something. And then their little feetsies would be in frame. Or maybe not. I'm not that small. I'd have to maybe like a waist down kind of thing. And they could be like poking a spear at me or something. That's a fun one. You know what? We'll just actually just scribble that one out. So I think we had. Yeah, the problem is I'm not really having any one of these ideas stand out more than the other. And this one was reading not clear, so I think we can pretty much strike that one off. But then we did an ideation there, and I like that idea. And then these are in a similar vein to that one. I don't know if I like the booting into the jail cell. A bit too of a 90s cartoon energy for me. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just not what I want for this particular piece. And this one is kind of funny, so I'll just kind of put that here in the maybe category. What do you think? Since you're here, so do you have a preference for the concepts? You don't even have to have a reason why. If you're here, you can just explain it or just say a thing. Here, I'll make it easy for you. This is no longer A. This is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. Right down here. And while you're doing that, if you're doing that, I'll think of more stuff over yon. Which idea? I think they're all good. I'll try to go with one where you feel like you can most clearly convey "see you next time" in so many words, either in text or just the concept of the image itself. Interesting. Next time. I wonder if any of these really convey that. Maybe. Well, I'm conflicted between choices. I start focusing on purpose over aesthetics. That's a good idea. So, let's keep in mind the purpose of this. We can do that. I think the phrase "see you next time" is a good mantra to keep in there, as opposed to the ending stream or whatever. That's a good end stream phrase here. To put in the old brain spit, the visualizer. Alright, so let's do that. So let's see if we try to keep that in mind while we're picking through these ideas and refining it. I think something like D could work. Like, what if here I am with my identifiable features, so to speak. And maybe it needs to be more like I'm in here. And like, what if I have taken... This is going to be tricky to convey, but I feel like if I get a composition down, it'll be good. Like, what if I'm in frame here and the guards are behind me? then I'm over here. Oh, this will be interesting. And then I like go back here. There's a little bit of perspective over here because we need a man to be over here. And what if he's like, he's noticed that his keys have gone missing? And then I have the keys right here. And then I've got like cuffs going on here and I'm finagling with those. He's like, well, where the frick did those things? Where did I put those dang old things? Doesn't it just seem like every Friday you lose these things? And then we can have a little see you next time there. Something like that, perhaps. We'll put that in E. I forgot this was alright. I was supposed to do big thumbnails, but you know what? We're doing small thumbnails first. Until we settle on a good idea. You know, you hear stories about freaking Freddie Mercury. They're really like a bunch of classic rock singers. I'm sure just any live performer. There's at least a story or two about him doing these concerts, and it's like, and did you know that he had a cold during this concert? I'm like, I literally can't believe that at all. I would get 3 notes into a set, or literally the first song, and just be like, please. Stop the show. I'm going home. I can't believe maybe they just popped themselves up on whatever 1970s drugs were. I imagine that stuff could clear out your sinuses real quick. They probably had some crazy stuff. Performance enhancing drugs in the most literal way possible. Alright, so we have, see you next time. This is, and then I'll be smirking at myself. I got it. Okay, so that looks a little bit too much like the DreamWorks face. I don't know how much I like that one. Or like, who was it? Taylor Swift. Got skimmed by a bullet right before a huge show and just went up on stage with a bandage on her wrist? Jesus Christ, I didn't know about that. I don't have much respect for Taylor Swift, but I might just have a little bit more after hearing that. Taylor Swift doesn't look like. I feel like I would see it just searching Taylor Swift skimmed by a bullet, but I don't see it. Must have been somebody else. Performer grazed by bullet goes on stage with bandage. Singer, I can't even find this. I wish I could remember if it was T Swift or not. I don't know. I can't find nothing. I believe it though. That is a story I would very much like to see. Oh god, thank god my browser isn't open. I just accidentally clicked the image tab and it was just the most grotesque thing I've ever seen. Pretty much ever. But someone fairly recent and huge got shot right before a show and just brushed it off. That's crazy. Bringing back that Teddy Roosevelt energy. Just get shot. Just deliver your speech anyway. Who cares, dude? Bullet? That ain't nothing. Rasputin took like 4 of those before he died from poison or something. You ever heard that? You ever read about that? Don't let the bullets win. About freaking Rasputin's final moments on this earth and how much of a freaking monster he was. That guy was crazy, like a metal. He's like a suit of armor. You could not kill that guy. Okay, so let's try fixing the composition on this one. We're making it more clear. Because I feel like there's something here. There's thumbs here. He's reaching for it. We could highlight the waist there. And he's walking away or something. Or she. Women can be prison guards in a fantasy setting and in a real world setting. Because, you know, I'm not going to be exclusionary here. It's speculated that he was absolutely rocked on opium when that happened. His brain was probably too busy to be a pop rocks to feel any of it, and that's kind of what I respect about it. So we got this, and then we'll do like a little question mark or something. I don't know. And then I'll be here waiting, doing my dastardly deeds in my shackles. With my keys. I kind of like this one. And this, we can have the see you next time still here. Sí, señor. Yeah, so if we like highlight it, what if we have like a, then we can make some lines of action leading to it via some compositional elements. And the vignette effect, of course, so effective as a compositional tool. Just darken the parts of the comp you don't want people to guess. So easy. It feels like cheating, but it's not, because there's no cheating in art unless you're using AI, in which case you're a filthy cheater. And I will die on that hill. Well, you're just biased because you're an artist. And end of discussion. One of many hills that have been died upon. I got so many hills I gotta die on. I don't know if I have enough life for all these hills. What the heck is this song? Colony 6 rebuilding. I don't like Colony 6. I don't care that your home blew up. Your fetch quests are annoying. Juju. He knows who he is and what he did. What he made me do. You know, like Colony 6 high chair? No, I don't. Screw him. Get him out of here. I have no real opinion. I didn't even get as far as rebuilding. See, no one cares about Colony 6. All I know is that it's apparently being led, or at least the rebuild efforts are being led by Sharla's dumb brother. Or whatever he was, I forget. The dude who we find, he was really just, the only things we see him doing is getting attacked or crashing stuff. He's just kind of stupid. I don't like him. I know he's like 12 or something in the game, but it's like, come on. They didn't give him any redeeming qualities. Let's see, what other Brian storming ideas could I have here? Yeah, I think so far the idea of an end screen is best conveyed through ideas E or F, and probably more likely F because it draws more attention to the key that I got from the guard, which is more implying that I can get out again in the future. Always escaping, so I think F is probably our strongest one so far. But A, now that I'm thinking about I still think it's more like I'm just getting thrown in jail. And not that I'll get out again. This is kind of both. So I think F is pretty good. So, with that in mind, let's see if we can iron out the comp here. If we can get myself more in the foreground or what? Let's find out. I need to be able to. There's the key. There's me holding the key. There's me twisting the key. Maybe if I was like, this is tricky, because where am I even standing? If I just have the keys here. Maybe this is like right at the door of the prison, and the bars could be receding into the, because the door is not yet closed. There's the shadow of this man being cast in here. It's very silhouetted slightly. Maybe something like that. Do a little sword hilt at his side or something. And it's just like, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, every character from Colony 6 is kind of whatever. Charlotte has like that half-baked romance subplot with Gatto, but also Rhine that doesn't go anywhere. It's like, what are you even doing? Every other side, even Ricky is more interesting than the Colony 6 people. That's my opinion. Is this close to the right ratio? It's pretty close. Let's get a rough rule of thirds in here or something. That's a compositional tool people use. Pretty sure. That is indeed a box of thirds. Okay. This guy's an artist. I may have gone to college once or twice. Definitely once. You think I could afford to go to college twice? You're out of your mind. This is America, thank you. We don't go to university here. We go to college. And then we're broke. Going to secondary school. Alright. I'm going bankrupt is what I'm going. Hold in the key, donk. Plug in the key. You don't plug a key into a lock. What do you place the key in the lock? I don't. You certainly don't plug it into the lock. I don't think that's the verb. Is my head too big? That was a question for real life, not in the composition. I think the answer is yes. I usually have to like stretch out those hat bands or whatever, you know, the adjustable part of a hat. Like a baseball cap, I usually have to wear those in a pretty wide setting. You a last notch? If not, at least like a second to last notch usually kind of guy. Alright, I forgot I wear like a hood. I mean, I didn't forget. That's what I'm wearing right now. How can I forget what I'm wearing right now? My cloak here. Listen, I know I may have a PNG tuber avatar, but I'm not gonna be one of those PNG tuber streamers that is like, I am this character. This is my immersive experience. If I break character, everyone unsubscribe. That's not the energy I'm bringing to the table. This isn't Hololive, you know, it's not like if anyone figures out my first name, I have to ritualistically destroy myself. You're not gonna do a voice and commission a swimsuit skin? Not yet. Maybe someday on the swimsuit variant, but you know, not yet. I gotta have a bit of a following for that kind of thing. Hey guys, this is my new model. I have boobs now. That's the only difference. They move when I do, so that's cool. Also, my avatar hops up and down when you sub. That one's too real. I've seen those people. Those people exist. They're real humans that do this on Twitch.television. Upsettingly real. You know, it's never been easier if you want to do that kind of like OnlyFans career. You don't even have to be a real person anymore. You could be a VTuber. You can do all the lewd content you want. No one even knows. You don't even have to be embarrassed at family gatherings anymore. You can just do that stuff in the privacy of your home with a 3D. You can commission a animator, and then you're good. I've seen artists start OnlyFans for their anime OCs. I believe it, 100%. It's so easy. You'll be wild enough. Stove, have you been Nick Cannon this whole time? And I just never noticed? Ugh. That doesn't even make sense. How do you say a question mark? Alright, let's try to figure out a different way to convey that. He snatched them keys. He did snatch them keys. He's a quick boy. I'm a quick little lad. Conniving little lad. Maybe we don't need the question mark. Maybe if I just sell this well enough, it'll be good. And then we gotta have the see you next time in this general quadrant. Yeah, I think this is a good. You know, I don't even think we need these other boxes. I think Brian stormed enough out here. I think we're pretty much good with this idea. This one's pretty nice. Hey, it's me, Brian Storming. Oh, what timing on that. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Alright, let's open up a new one. A new document, if you will. No, we have to do it. Jam time! I love this song. I'm so glad it's in Smash Bros. What the heck? Oh, I got box number 2 here. End screen. Stream end screen, so I know what it's for. Could be an end screen for anything if I forget to specify that. And you don't want that to be the case. Okay, let's open up my little PNG of myself. And we'll open up the offline banner, so I have a little thing. Get multiple references. I didn't get to comment on your starting soon screen. Would you like to? Hold on. There it is. If you want your opportunity, I shall present it to you. You're starting suit screen stuff. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Oh, thanks, man. I'm dead. Hold on. Can't believe that was there the whole time. Damn it. Alright. It looks great, thank you. I think it turned out nice in the end. Looks really good, I appreciate it. Where's my PNG? There he is. Oh god, I'm huge. I forgot I do those Instagram squares at like 3000 by 3000 pixels. Hey look, it's me. Hey guys, look. It's Streamception. It makes me want to animate screens for my channel, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Zotanception. Oh, there's so many of me. What a nightmare. There's just too many. They're everywhere. They're multiplying. Like the rhinovirus in my lungs. I don't even know if it's a cold. I'm not sure what this is. Whatever it is, thanks, Mom, for giving it to me. Very cool, by the way. You know, usually it's supposed to be the child that makes the parent sick, but I guess, yeah, the other way around is fine. I suppose. Once in a while. Absolutely filthy with degenerate goblins. So many criminal goblins here. I gotta actually move this one because he's covering up my schnoz area. I need a wide berth for my schnoz. Here we go. So we got the pronounced eyebrow. Mine brow line. Do I have that? No, my face is usually pretty. My eyeballs, rather, are usually pretty contained within the face shape. I did not go exaggerated and have them pop off of my face area. I feel like this playlist kind of took the extended versions of all these tracks. Because I don't remember Gower Plain being like a 6.5 minute long song. But maybe I'm wrong. Gower, Gwar? I don't know, this thing is Gower Plains. Oh, also, I just realized this is the definitive edition music, which I am not as much of a fan of as the original. But, you know, we've already let it play for this long, whatever. I can deal with it. It's still a good soundtrack, it's just not as good as the original mix, in my opinion. I can deal, I guess. What is this one? Reminiscence? I don't know what this one is. I forget. Probably some Shulk and Fiora cutscene, if I had to guess. Shulka, you remember when I made you that sandwich? Yeah. And that's their only memory. You know, I don't think it's just like... I know romance isn't like the easiest thing to write, but could they put in a little bit more effort than I made you a sandwich? Is it too much to ask? Yeah, Warhammer 3, by the way, I don't have all of it, but I actually have a ton of DLC from sales over the years. Wait, you have DLC, but you didn't have Warhammer 3? You had the DLC, but not the base game? Or does the DLC carry over from older games? I'm confused. Sure, it would beg to differ on the writing romance comment. In what way? Yeah, DLC from 1 and 2 unlock factions for 3. Interesting, I didn't know that. I said romance isn't the easiest thing to write. And apparently that is a point of contention. Also working and listening to a book, apparently. I mean... Alright, let me rephrase. Good romance isn't the easiest thing to write. Is that a better statement? Was pretty easy to write? No, I said it was not easy to write. We're on the same wavelength if we're thinking the opposite. I'm just being a shitstar. Oh, yeah, how dare you. Never mind then. Proceed. As you were, gentlemen. It's all a matter of I have so much trouble not writing romance. It's all a matter of perspective. I mean, I just think it's weird that one of the better examples of like organic romance writing in recent years that I have seen have showed up, 1 in an anime and 2 in a cartoon for children. But yeah, I agree, really good romances is super common. I know, it's like, what is the deal? I feel like as a society we have built some freaky things. Give me your examples, I want to know. A sandwich-centric romance is top tier, so shut your mouth. The example, well, the one that comes to mind here, you know what, I'll freaking do it. Actually, I could just say I don't gotta show nothing. It's just like, what is it? Oh yeah, The Owl House. It's like a cartoon for children. But it has one of the most like organic romances on screen in like any show I've seen, because you know what happens? The characters, when they interact with each other, they change each other for the better. Their arcs are intertwined. The anime, it's cyberpunk. Which I believe you guys have already... Yeah, Edgerunners was great for that, ironically enough. I know, and it's like, what? Those are good examples, and it's just like, is it really just... is an anime and a cartoon for children gonna outdo every other writer in the industry? I think so. I think so. Ending basically ended my life for a few days. Alright, back to the art. But yeah, those are my more recent examples of organic romance storytelling. I've had a thought on the romance genre as a whole, And if I can get into that for a bit, I shall. I will never turn down the opportunity to do that. The thing most stories skip is having the characters genuinely get to know each other, either before the romance even starts or, you know, ever. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to, there has to be change. A sandwich-centric roast. Shut up. So, you don't learn anything about someone based on their sandwich preferences, and I know that may sound like blasphemy to you, Stowe, but it's just not enough, I don't think. There's got to be more. Xenoblade 1 opens with like, I beg to differ. I was waiting for that. This is why friends to lovers and enemies to lovers is so good. I know, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because they know each other first, that's true. They have a dynamic, and it evolves over time as a result of the narrative and their interactions with each other. That's how you do it. I can tell a real asshole from what their favorite sandwich. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I don't think romance should be classified as a genre of like literature or media in general. I think it should at best be classified as a subgenre, because if you think about it, romance is not inherently tied to like plot-driven or narrative-driven elements. Like, it's an element of characters between them, but it really has to be carried by something else, like either a drama, like they even have it, like the most iconic romance genre is called rom-com, and they have to pair it with something else. And comedies are only good when they tell a story anyway. You can't just tell jokes for no reason, then you end up with stuff like any Melissa McCarthy movie, and nobody likes those, so... So, like, most rom-coms aren't even good, exactly, because they forget to actually have characters with a story. Comedies are only funny when you like the people telling the jokes. That might also be true. Too much comedy, not enough romance. In a lot of cases, yeah. Comedies now are just full of unbelievable pricks, and you know what? That can work, but only in rare circumstances. Only when there's like a level of self-awareness to it. Like, you know, you got It's Always Sunny, or you got Curb Your Enthusiasm. Those people are aware that the characters they are portraying are big douchebags, and you're not supposed to be like them or idolize them in any way. They make it apparent. They get comeuppance. That's how you do that in comedy. Pretty much only works in Only Sunny and Seinfeld. Yeah, you need people that know the characters they're portraying are that's the role. You need to make it very obvious. If there's any confusion or hesitancy from the audience on that front, then you've lost them already. Like, you think anyone watches the because of the implication scene and from It's Always Sunny? And they're like, yeah, these are good people. I would love to be like this guy. How dare you make me think about the end of Ed Schroeder's Game Shameful stream? I didn't make you think about the ending. I made you think about the romance. The ending is your fault. You know, I didn't bring it up. I tried to make you think about the good and not the bad. I just turned the stabilization way up. I think I half agree. You could still have romance as the main genre and other genres fill out the subplots. I think I had a... I wrote this down in a notepad somewhere because I was really trying to iron out why I felt this way about romance. If I find that, I can better articulate my points in a future stream. But right now, I don't think it's that important, you know? It's just pseudo-intellectuals, just shitposting anyway. The problem is that romance isn't taken as seriously as other genres. That might be it also. Could be a component. I don't think it's been given enough of an exploration as a genre. Like, when you think about romance, there's very, like, even more so than a lot of other genres, there are a lot of tropes. I can't draw this freaking eyeball to save my life, but there's a lot of tropes that are just kind of, they haven't even fallen to, like, satire or something like that. We're just still using the same things over and over again. But then you come into the problem, like, how do you evolve a romance trope? Because with the action genre, it's mainly external. There are, like, sequences and events, plot-driven. You can alter a lot of things, and there's a lot of things in the world, you know? But with romance, it's, like, interpersonal, and there's only so many ways that human beings react to certain situations. So it's kind of like, in that way, it's hard to innovate, in my opinion. Maybe you could make the romance more externally driven. There's an idea. Integrate it more into the setting. Not even entirely sure what that means in a broad scope, but the idea is intriguing. It's the fact that the most popular expressions of romance are very grounded. They're full of drama and unrealistic behavior. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's the reason why I've gravitated towards the examples we've been talking about. You guys saw Cyberpunk and the Owl House. Like, the word I used is organic, and it just feels. I think the more naturalistic approach is catching on to portraying romance in media, and I think that is going to be, if it catches on fully, that'll be the quote unquote innovation. Is that they're just going to portray it more realistically, and I think that's enough to just, sort of revitalize the genre in a way. Yeah, the best ones are primarily considered romance. True. We're seeing a shift. I think we are, and I think it's for the better. Yeah, you could really imagine Lucy seeing David's emotional out in the first place. Pardon me. 2R just announced a new imprint for romance. One second. Man, that was a rough one. I need more water. Oh man. Oh boy. I can't take more cough syrup for like another 3 hours. This is bogus, man. Why'd they put so much acetaminophen in there? I want to give you that good, good. I don't want my liver to explode. What's that scene? Hold on, I'm remembering something. Oh yeah, it's just this. It's that scene from Monster House, where the cops roll up to him trying to put the house to sleep by putting like a bunch of cough syrup in a dummy. And then the cops catch him. And then, you know, but before they take him in, you got one of the cops doing this, and, and that scene sticks with me all the time. I love that one. He just does this while no one's looking. Classic. That movie was great. Excuse me. Bring my avatar back. Oh yeah, Monster. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I rewatched it recently, and I think it holds up. I rewatched it because one of my Discord groups, we had discovered one of our friends had never seen it. We were like, "What are you talking about?" Guess we're doing a watch party. I never saw it. See, this is the exact discussion we had, and now we're gonna have to make you watch it. There's a line that I just remembered where one of the kids is named Chowder, and he's like, his friend asked him where his dad is, and Chowder's like, "My dad's at the pharmacy and my mom's at the movies with her personal trainer." That line is awesome. Oh, that movie's so good. It's so funny. I need to make the eyebrows bigger. No, that looks concerned. He needs to look smarmy, at the very least. His mouth a little upturned. Let's see if that does it. That's the wrong layer, you dummy. Let's see if we can do that. Also, I need to get rid of this. That's... maybe it's just like a little... how do we do this expression? No, not that one. Let's think this one over for a second. Kind of like this one, actually. So, no one let me stream. Someone take my computer away. Also, let's flip it first. Okay. Let me just find some reference. Cartoon Smirk. Let's see what people are doing. I don't like this one. There's a that one's too intense. Let's try it. I found this one on Google. That's repulsive that someone would even make this expression. I don't like that one. Alright, I'm gonna keep that there while I look for other stuff. The lip bite is always risky. I'm definitely not using it. What? I look up cartoon smirk and I get Adobe clip art of green coronavirus with a crown. Why would you even make that? Did you get paid to make that? What is the implication of that? The disease always wins? That's messed up. Oh, if I could capture the energy within this image, I think we would win, but I don't quite know if it's gonna work. I don't know if I have this level of cartoon expertise to capture this vibe. I don't know if it's also the lip bite again. I can't do it. We'll just improvise, I suppose, as we so often do. No, I don't like that. Let me just do. What about smaller? You know what might need to happen? We might need the eyebrows to be lower. That's why I did them on a separate layer. How did I do this before? I just kind of did lines and then filled them in. Alright. Do that instead. That looks more like it. Nah, this needs to be a more harsh angle, I believe. This area in the game, Valak Mountain, was always one of my favorite areas to look at, but my least favorite areas to actually play in the game. So annoying to traverse. Especially with the ice physics puzzles that you gotta figure out. I don't like that at all. Xenoblade ice physics are fucking crazy. I almost wish ice worked that way in real life so that I could, like, I don't know, get to school faster or something when I was doing that. You know, that'd be sick. If I was just walking to college classes, I just see a patch of ice and I accelerate to 120 miles per hour. On foot, mind you. Let's see if we can get some reference for hand holding up an old key. We need an old timey key. This is probably close to what I'm thinking. Well, let's see, it's actually just about... If the thumb were like that, you'd have to do this. Like, and the key would be like sticking out this way, which is not what I want. Cuff were here, roughly. You ready to watch me get so many dwarves killed? You think I hate them? I don't even know what the races are or the factions are in that game. I just know it's going to be a bloodbath. I think we're going to get killed by the CPUs, to be honest with you. What factions are in Total War? Warhammer 3. Let me take a look. Oh, absolutely. let me take a gander at what's going on here. You got the Legion of Chaos. They look like a bunch of fun fellows. It's basically the demons. I get that one. That one's easy. The Kislev. What are these guys? Kislev, huh? Analog of Russia. Interesting. They're just Russians. I see. But like fantasy Russians. All right, I get that one. That one's also pretty easy to wrap my head around. They got bears and stuff. First line of defense against chaos. The rest of the world owes them a debt. That's pretty neat. We may not ever even see each other. The 4 chaos gods have sub-factions. There's so many chaos gods in here. And you got Cathay, the analog of China, interesting. The fantasy Eastern land, I've seen that trope, I get it. The Ogre Kingdoms, I see. Speculation, Chaos Dwarfs. These are speculation as DLC. Well, how old is this article? And Hobgoblins. Yo, if there's a goblin one, I think you already know who I gotta be. Warhammer 3 Hobgoblins. Oh, yo, I'm waiting. You're gonna be greenskins. I might as well be, brother. This is a forum post from February 11th of last year that says still nothing about hobgoblins. Apparently not in there yet. There's already a whole army of gobbies. I could be, if that's true, I'm picking them for sure. That's gonna be my main. It's the greenskin. Alright. I can get down with that. God, they look repulsive. Perfect. That is some Tolkien-esque goblin and orc design on full display for these dudes. I am on board for that. Actually, just recently watched a battle made entirely goblins against elves. Who won? You gotta tell me. Alright, back to the artwork. First, they won, obviously. The elves ain't got nothing. What do they got? Orlando Bloom on their side? Not even a chance. They just refuse to all die. Too angry. And eventually the elves ran out of them. I also ran out of those. I got them all killed in a forest. I'm a disgrace. Yeah, how did you get them killed in a forest? Isn't that like their home field advantage in there? Shouldn't they be at ease in the forest? She played Forest Elves in Warhammer 1 back in the day. I see. So Daisune. Pardonnez-moi. I had no idea how to play, and I still don't. I don't either. I have no idea what I'm getting into, but Stove assures me that it's going to be awesome regardless, and I'm willing to trust that. I have seen the screenshots of the game. It all still looks insane, and the fact that the game is like 100 gigabytes of space leads me to believe stuff is going to get wild in there. I'm just imagining that, what's that trailer that came out for that game? I'm just imagining a whole bunch of this. And it'll just be this many assets on screen at any given moment. That's us going to heaven when we get slaughtered. And so it's gonna be a great time until we both butt heads with the fact that an unbelievable amount of mechanics and terminology needs to be learned. I'm willing to do it. I play fighting games. I literally watch video essays about my characters while I play them, so I'm not new to that. For doing homework, I'll do it. We're both on the same page then. Also, hold on, this game literally has it has battles that happen. Like they got freaking lightsabers. This will literally be us playing Warhammer in like a second. Here's the blue lightsaber. This is literally gonna be the game when we're playing it. This game looks crazy, by the way. This was one of the state of play things that I wanted to. I was actually interested in. This looks awesome. I want to play this when it comes out. They have K-pop crowd fights. They have the Vocaloid fans debating on whether Hatsune Miku is better than Luca. The animals. Yeah, anyway, that game, that looks so strange. I've died. Bring me back there, I am. I really hope it is. They have a great track record, but this one's a little out there for me. I think it'll be good. Oh, my music. My music. My muse. She has left me. I enjoyed Rez Child of Eden, and Tetris Effect is dope as hell. I haven't played Tetris Effect, but I have played the other ones, and they were good. And I've heard Tetris Effect is also very good. Child of Eden, sorry, did I say children? I meant child, if I said that. Let's draw the key on a separate layer. Child goes Beth with cheddar. Beth with cheddar. Now you're making me mess up on words that you weren't even trying to mess me up on. I said freaking Beth like that's ever been said by anyone. Hi, I'm Brian Storer. No, that word I messed up deliberately. That one doesn't count.
my name's Brian Stormy. Welcome to my new Kickstarter project. My last project reached our donation goal within 6 days. That's insane. Is this anything? Do we? Maybe I should, I should draw the lines with the straight line tool. Did I do that? It doesn't feel like I did. They looked very wobbly for some reason. Could just be the texture brush. You ever play a 4X game before? Not a one. I've seen people play Civ games in the past, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay of stuff like, what's that one game? What is it? Mountain Blade, that one. But I've never played one. Yeah, Civ is like the quintessential 4X game. I've only seen people play Civ. I know about the Gandhi memes, those are pretty funny as well. That's about it, where he just freaking nukes you for no reason. I think Mountain Blade is like a Middle Ages battle sim. Is that it? I don't even freaking know, dude. Pretty sure I've played that. I have not played that. I've seen people play these. In passing. So I have very little outside of osmosis what I've looked at. Needless to say, I will be getting decimated for a while, I think. Oh god. My zoom. You need to look a little, what's the word? No, that's like a Calvin and Hobbes type thing. I don't need that. Well, Total War is divided into two halves, basically, the campaign map and the RTS fights. Campaign map is like Civ, and the RTS fights are like, well, Total War. My only experience with Total War before this is really just Shogun 2, which I put a bunch of hours into in college. I have not even experienced what Shogun is. But that's cool, though. So it's like the Civ game plan of, like, you know, conquering territory and resource management and all that, but then they actually let you play out the battles. That's pretty neat. Can just merge this guy here. I don't need that. It's about taking over the world, but it's really hard because you have to actually fight you. See if it's just die rolls? Ah, I see. I'm sure some people prefer that. But I need action. I want to blow people up and throw spears at them. Yeah, it feels more like a board game. Sim is way more cozy than Total War. Until freaking Gandhi gets on your ass. Let's draw the bracer. And we can use our circular ruler. Should be about this big. Yeah. You know, God, he turns both the keys and has the damn world in the name of pacifism. If no one's alive, no one can start any wars. He's just thinking ahead. This song plays so much in the first Xenoblade. I've started to hate it. Unlike the other one that plays all the time, which I love, Engage the Enemy is a masterpiece of songwriting and composition. This one, however, I could live without it. Would not mind living without it. Is this correct? Maybe if we just... Did I even give myself... I didn't even do little bloodshot eyes in this one. Oh, freaking Morpheus, though. That's pretty neat. Probably too small in the original. I mean, it wasn't really. I probably could have fit him in there if I tried. But it's fine. I don't need to. Like he's faking being blind, that would be a crime, so I wouldn't put it past him. Like A Christmas Story. Does this man look like he uses soap? Let alone eats it. I'm such a fool. Excuse me, I didn't want the extended version of this song. Thank you. Have you ever seen the, because there's a couple of them. There's not... Let me see what it is, because there's a Christmas Story. And then there's a Christmas Story 2. I believe. Let me see. Yeah, Christmas Story 2 is terrible. But then they made a new one as sort of like a reboot sequel, which was called A Christmas Story Christmas, like last year, which is actually pretty good, in my opinion. What? Yeah, they made a sequel in 2012 to A Christmas Story called A Christmas Story 2, and it was garbage. But then they made another one last year using most of the original cast, and it was pretty good. I think it had a lot of good beats. Oh yeah, with adult Ralphie, yeah. The one from last year, I think, they really tried their best to capture, like, stylistically what the original film was like. There's even, like, a ton of flashback cuts with weird filters over them and just bits out of nowhere. I think it's good. Non sequiturs. I'm going to draw this man's cloak. Maybe I should pardon you. I should make the chain more apparent. Should be over here somewhere. It's kind of shackle. This will be probably colored in to what I need it to be. You know, the good thing about having a cold is your impressions of deep-voiced characters get a lot better. You do a lot of gravelly voices with this. Problem is, you gotta be sick to do it. It's like a magician who catches himself on fire. It's a neat trick, but he can only do it once. One step closer to the Marlboro Man. I bet I could do a mean Men's Warehouse guy. What's his name? I don't know. Let me look it up. Men's Warehouse guy. George Zimmer. No, that's the CEO. There's no way it's is that him in the commercials? Men's Warehouse commercial guy. Oh, it is him. Nice, it is him, yeah. That guy probably had a few. You're gonna lie the whaler. He probably had a few Marlboros in his life, at least one. By the sounds of it, maybe even 1,000. I guarantee it. I need this cloak to look right. But there's so many opportunities to make tangents on accident. I gotta be careful. Alright, Grandpa. Back to bed. Here you go. Come on. Alright. I'd say that's a decent looking lad. Also, can I borrow $17,000? I know your faculties may not be all in order, Grandpa, but you still are the richest person in the family. You know, Shaquille O'Neal had has one of the wisest takes I've ever heard about familial wealth generated from one family member. He says to his children that if they ever ask him for money, or if they ever say that they're rich, that they're not rich, he's rich because he made the money. And I think that's so eloquent, so genius. It's like, it's true. You're not just getting that money. That is Shaquille O'Neal's money. As long as you can beat that into their little heads, that's true. That's a good moral. Like, nepotism is one of the things that makes me seethe more than anything else. But it's like, you know, if someone can, if there's one example like him out there, it makes it a little better. Most rich kids will hear it but never believe it. Yeah, something tells me he means it. Something tells me when Shaquille O'Neal says something like, "You're not getting my money," he means it. maybe the chain goes like over here or something. I don't know. Maybe on both hands. We'll figure it out. Especially when he says it over a piping hot fresh Papa John's pizza. Bro, he's been in so many commercials. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John. You aren't getting my money. You try it, I'll break your hands. Won't even be that hard. And then Papa John's comes over and he's like, the day of reckoning will come, and you're like, I don't even know what that means, Mr. John. What does that mean? I am the giantest man you'll have in your life. Do not catch these hands, kids. No, I did better before I did that. Or it's actually super annoying to be a giant dude in bars. Apparently it's way more common for someone to just pick a fight with you. That sounds right, but also I forget, that sounds so annoying. Why do drunk people gotta even, you know, just like, why you gotta do that? Like all the Sigmas live their life with prison rules. That's part of the reason I don't drink. I'm pretty much just a straight-laced lad, and the reason is because I've seen enough drunk people to know I don't want to fucking do that. I don't even want to be given the chance to appear in a scenario where it looks like that, where I look like that or anything, or I'm caught in a situation with people like that. I want to have all my mental faculties in order, so if someone does step to me, even though they wouldn't because I'm like a toothpick. I thought you were going to say you were a violent drunk. No, quite the opposite. Never touched this stuff. I was like, that. I'm only 22. I would have been hard and fast with that if I was just straight out the gate. Downhill as soon as I had access to it. Why does this look strange to me? This isn't Ireland. You don't got access to alcohol since you're like 16 or 18 or whatever. It's probably 18. Let me flip this again. Yeah, that looks right. I just think with all of my faculties intact, at least the biggest guy in the room would be the last guy I would contest the size of my day. Yeah, your logical reasoning just kind of gets out of the. It gets a little deleted. Logic.exe. Not functioning. There was too much beer, too much old bread water. Bread soda, or whatever you want to call it, in your system. That's all beer really is when you think about it. Fermented wheat, stuff like that. Now it just gets real bread. Fermented grains. It's just bread soda. If you think about it. I think I've cracked the code. Beer is just bread soda. I'm here to tell the masses, everyone, I figured it out. Ugh. Adult grape juice, you already know where this is going. I've never been big on beer, and it makes me like it even less. Vodka, old potato juice. I can keep going. I can expose everything for what it truly is. What's potato soup then? The same thing, actually. Funny you ask. Gin, paint thinner. I've never had any of this stuff, so I'm really just going off what I've heard other people describe things as. Whiskey is apparently smoky, very wooden, stuff like that. Can't confirm that. Yeah, it's because of the barrels. Same with bourbon. Let's see. No, it's almost been 2.5 hours already. I feel like I didn't even do much. I spent most of my time brainstorming, but I do think we reached a good concept. I think for next stream, I'll get some armor reference for this guy. We'll do the background over here, the gate here, floor over here, of course. Hi, I'm Brian Story. We'll get a font. Well, actually, we have a font for the see you next time. In fact, I might as well just type that out right now, because I know what font it's going to be. I already know. And I already know what color it's got to be. It's going to be this one. It's going to be PR Celtic. Nothing like PR Celtic. PR Celtic Narrow. My apologies. Oh, that's so small. We gotta do all caps first of all. And now do we just do a singular line? That's not how ellipses work. I don't think you just put them in the center there. If there's one gripe oh, whoa! Too large. I think one line is better. You can put it here. We'll do something with it. PR Celtic Narrow that gets the ladies begging. It's just such a good font, and I didn't even know it existed until I started making these screens. Now I use it all the dang time. I think what I want to do Looks semi-Tolkien elvish, I know. It's perfect. We gotta do this. Oh, it's still brown. What is going on? My eyes are messed up. Oh, the color was messed up. I think I want this to be a little out here more. A little more hunched over, perhaps. Not that much. But English. Okay, so I think what we can do is we can color pick from our jail cell that we made. In the starting soon background. I just have to actually reconstruct it. Just turn all this on. No, not that one. We can hide the multiply layers. What about this one? No, that one we need. That's just the shackles, we can show that. No, these are those. Okay, what is this? No, is this all I had for the background? I guess it is. Okay. Now we can pick it. There I am. They got me again. But I'll get her. Is this normal? Well, I gotta look at a mirror. There's one right here in my room. 1 second. I gotta like fix this hand. I was just looking to see if this was even like conceivable, and it's weird. That's for sure. We're gonna not. Let's just fix this entire area. That'll be a thing to do. We'll fix it in post. Where's post? I don't know. I just set it to buy time. We'll do it live. I'll write it and then we'll do it live. Why the fuck is Game Informer streaming Dino Crisis? Why are they streaming Dino? Why are they streaming? I thought they were just a magazine company. I have no idea, but they only have 35 people watching them, which gives me a big ego boost to know that I have larger audiences than Game Informer. You could put that on a resume. I've had bigger view counts than Game Informer. That's right. Kind of a social media expert. I'll be in my car. You can just call me back in after you handle these other losers in your lobby. More better man than Game Info. Bigger number, better person. More betters. Alright, so I need a pose that looks... Well, maybe he's just holding the key out like this. It'll draw more visual attention to it. And also make his hand pose more natural. So yeah, let me do this. Go here, delete this, go up here, bump. Okay, yeah, we'll put this here. And since I don't have an end screen yet, you could just look at this one for now. It's being developed as we speak. But I think I'll call it for today. Thank you all for stopping by. I'm glad the starting soon screen is looking good and is done. No problem for Stram. Bye-bye. Next time we're going to be doing more progress on this, of course. And then after we do this asset, I don't even know what we're going to do. Try to feel betterest, get some resterest, I will tryest my bestest. But again, yeah, catch you all later. See you next time. Bye-bye.